is how the weather conditions are likely to be this year, whether it's going to be a year where El Nino has its impact and there is going to be harsher than expected summer. Will the monsoon be normal or not? Because 4 years on a trot, we have been fairly lucky. But is this going to be a year which will see lower than expected rainfall with high temperatures? Let's decode all of that with Mr. GP Sharma. He's the president at Skymet joining us. Mr. Sharma, appreciate your time and thank you so much for speaking with ET Now. How high is the probability that it's going to be an El Nino year this time?
Thanks, Alicia. El Nino scare is real. It's coming up, okay? Early days at the moment, because we still are in a La Nina phase, which is decaying, fading away rapidly. And then within about, say, weeks, 2, 3, 4 weeks or so, we will have neutral conditions coming up, and then followed by El Nino conditions. You see, it's these are the ocean-borne phenomena, and therefore they are slow. They are very gradual. Whether it's a La Nina or El Nino, they build up gradually. Okay, it will start anytime around say May, making its presence felt, and then June onward, in any case, the monsoon starts, and then we will see the El Nino conditions clearly, and the impact will start almost straight away, but then it should peak sometime when we are halfway through the monsoon. That is the time when I expect it to peak. Before that, yes, it is a harsh summer can be expected. Temperatures, soaring temperatures are reaching 40 degrees, many pockets earlier than the normal date. All that will precede the onset of El Nino conditions over the region. Yes.
Sure, Mr. Sharma, just a follow-up. You said it's going to be harsher than expected summer, but could you give us any sense with respect to how high could the temperatures be? Is it going to be what, 8 to 10 degrees higher than what we have seen usually? And which are the pockets you think which will be worst hit in terms of the geography?
Yeah, pocket worst hit generally are the central parts of the country, in which Maharashtra, and in Maharashtra it's Vidarbha, which overshoots like anything. Also, the eastern side, the state of interior parts of Orissa, they are very, very susceptible and vulnerable to these temperatures. On the western side, Gujarat, particularly the parts of Saurashtra and Kutch and adjoining north and central parts of Gujarat, along with Rajasthan. These are the places which are highly vulnerable. Even the southern pockets, I will say, places like Telangana and Rayalaseema. Rayalaseema means parts of Andhra Pradesh, they also have excess heat during this time. I expect the temperature to exceed 40 degrees at many places, even in the month of March also. At these places which I mentioned, already Bhuj in Gujarat, it has crossed 40, and it's very rare. But
Right.
March will see more number of stations in excess of 40 for more number of days.
Wow, you're scaring us, Mr. Sharma, over 40 degrees in March. But just quickly to wrap up the conversation, fair to assume it's going to be a year of lower than expected monsoon. It's going to be a lot less than, let's say, 94-95% that we had been seeing over the last few years?
Figure we come out with when we have our comprehensive forecast, which we issue normally around middle of April. Last time it was around 12th, 13th April. That's what gives the date. We are preparing for that. You see, it takes a lot of effort to come to read the monsoon, and then efforts are to read it as much correctly as possible. So that will be a time-consuming process. But then whenever the El Nino is there, 80% of the cases, you see, we end up with the below normal rainfall. Out of that 80%, it is even 60%. It's a scary that it ends up into drought also. Okay, last El Nino condition similar to what we have this time, it happened in 2018, and the rainfall was just close to 90%. That means we had a deficiency of almost about 10% around that time.
All right, sir.
So keep your fingers crossed on this. Yeah.
Right, sir. Thank you so much, sir, for taking out time for us, sharing with what you are predicting as far as the summer season is expected to be. On that note, completely out of time. Take